You think we all would jump at this opportunity to live a more simple, easy, and efficient life, right? But studies show that even when simple solutions are presented right in front of us, we end up ignoring it and pick the complexity because that feels more familiar. Weird, right? But that's how our brain behaves. And let's understand why our brain does this. So there was this hermit who just owned a loincloth. But one day a mouse came and chewed through it. So he got a cat to guard it. Then this cat had to be fed. So he got a cow to feed the cat. Now the cow had to be maintained. So he hired some men to take care of the cow. The men brought their families. And one after the other, very soon this hermit ended up managing an entire village. Think about it. All he needed was to replace that loincloth. But look at where he ended up. We are all like that hermit in some way or the other because we end up adding so many things to our plate just to optimize one task. We overvalue something so much more than it's worth because we have put in so much efforts in building it. This is called the IKEA effect. And then there comes the sunk cost thinking. I've sacrificed so much for this, and it would be unfair to give it up at this point. Here's how I am slowly trying to learn how to break this complexity cycle. Number one, the so what test. I ask myself this question: what would actually happen if I stop doing this? For example, while making videos, I spend days together editing B rolls, motion animations, texts, thumbnails, whatnot. Of course, my videos will look polished and be more engaging if I add all these bells and whistles. But at what cost? So, asking this question gave me the permission and courage to make more raw and minimalistic videos. And I'm happy about it. Number two, building upon the first one, giving myself the permission. So I feel like half the battle is won when you give yourself that permission to not worry so much about the performance and alleviate that stress that comes from performance pressure. Number three, one in, one out policy. So this is fun. If I'm going to bring something new, I have to get rid of one thing in that category. Be it clothes, tools, subscriptions, habits. This gives me the opportunity and the time to reflect and understand what's the purpose behind this urge to bring the new thing. So, to wrap up, let's look at this hermit's story once again. He spent years together managing a village which he never wanted in the first place. It was not because he was foolish, it was because he kept giving justifications for all the small choices he made. And over time, it kept building up and went out of his control. Think about it. How can you prevent from being that hermit? What can you look into at this point in order to not build up and stress yourself at a later point of time? Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one.